All right, so quick update of the markets. I think I'm going to stick with, well, mainly focus on Germany because out of the three that I normally look at, it is the most interesting to me, and I think it will be the most interesting for a while. Now, this coming Friday, I was anticipating this move down to complete. Not that one, the last candle to complete. Instead, it halted right about there, which means we still have all of this to get down. I was anticipating it completing yesterday, Friday, mainly because it's the everything coincided with end of the day, end of the week, end of the month. So I thought, okay, it's going to crash down. Instead, what we have are signs that prices are coming down, but before they come down, I believe prices are gonna go up first and then come down. Now, before I delve into the lower time frames, actually, let me go into Wall Street and quickly show. Okay, so now something like this. This was all yesterday, so it came down, and even Wall Street, I don't think it's ready because the way this is looking, this move down, right, is a continuation of all of this, and we don't yet know where all of this is ended. It could be that it's ended here, and what we're going to see is a pullback, or prices are going to come down, end here, and then we'll see a pullback. I don't know. I don't know at this point. Either or could be what's happening here. I think it's excuse me, yawning like crazy. I need to eat something. I think this guy who made that move up, I would say the person is going to want to react, but with the speed of this move down, I'm not so sure. But then again, why has it sort of like halted there, right? I would say potentially we'd have this guy make one attempt at least up to there, and then this would continue downwards. If it does pull back up to there, I think these sellers are going to be in a hurry to get here. They seem to want to be in a hurry to get there, and it's that way across the board. And actually, interestingly enough, with Germany, this guy made that attempt and just came crashing down. So we could see a similar thing in Wall Street, as I just indicated. Let's quickly have another look at it. Yeah, see, that was the last guy with strength. Came up, and then sellers came down. You could say, well, you've had this, and this was these guys' last move, which didn't work. That's neither here or there at this point in time, knowing exactly which one it is. FTSE is one I'm going to stay away from. I don't know which way this wants to go. I think there's a great chance that it wants to go down, but it's not in a ideal position like Germany is. Although on the daily, we see here these guys are in a hurry to come down to here again. And let me venture into the 4 hourly, because you can see that, okay, the signs are that buyers are here, right? They've made all of that, but they're not quite ready yet. So I do expect this to come down. Just before it does, though, I think on a lower time frame, these set of buyers here, let me go down to it, the hourly. Okay, so we've had this push up and then this push up. I think we're gonna see at least one more push up, which may not do much. I don't anticipate it coming past this level, but I think one more push up and then a push down, which is what I'm anticipating on Germany. Although on Germany, I think the buyers will make their move upwards, most likely to this line. I think they have a chance of getting to this line quicker before crashing down compared to FTSE. So similar thing, we've had all of this push up and this is a pullback. I'm anticipating at least one more push up before this makes its way down to here. There is something here. I think there is something here. We've had signs that buyers are there. So we've had this first sign and then this first sign. And isn't it interesting how this is a hammer candle, but just about. So I think when prices come down to this level again, I do anticipate the buyers making another reaction. But it could be, I'm looking at all of this as a range, because I do think from a higher time frame point of view, all of this, which is still in progress, mind you, all of that is still in progress. I think when it does end, we'll at the very least have a pullback. And this right here is the first sign of a pullback on this time frame. I want to see another. I want to see another sign. So let's go to the hourly. And similar to FTSE, we had push up, push up, push up, and prices ended here. I am anticipating at least one more push up. Isn't it noticeable also that we're having higher highs? Potentially this doesn't come as low as here, right? So prices come down when markets open on Monday, and then they make another attempt to beat this level. I'm very confident that's something that's going to happen. And on this market, actually, what I want to see, let me go back to the hourly. What I want to see is that curve I like to look out for, because both from the upper point of view as well as the lower point of view, because it'll give an indication that okay, this is ready to go down, and when it does go down, the chances of it holding around here is quite high. Maybe it comes down to where this line is. So this line, I have it because that's where I have several lines. That's where I think prices can come down to. So we have here and ultimately down here, and I include this wick, so that this range, right? I think prices can ultimately want to come down to challenge this guy. Now on this time frame, I'm looking at both this guy and also this guy, and ultimately this guy. Because of this wick, I think when prices come down, they can come down to as low as here, where this wick is, because prices being up here now wants to come down to these guys who made a push. The thing is, they made a push here where this wick is, and also here also here, right? They made a big push up here on the lower time frame. You don't really see it on here, but on the lower time frame, let me clear this up slightly. Look at this wick up here and also down here. There was a battle, right, that happened. So this is the 15200. If we scroll, that battle that happened way back then around the 15200 level is what we're seeing, what I believe we're going to see here. Now, chances are these sellers are going to win the battle, but it could be a case of instead of prices coming down to this line first, it just reacts from here. The buyers react from this level and push it upwards, which will coincide nicely with the end of this push down, this leg down, and the start of a pullback in order to make another leg down, right? To be a seller, you need to attract buyers, and this is what this pullback will represent, wherever it happens, whether it happens here or even goes all the way down. I doubt it will go all the way down before pulling back. It will just be this leg. I don't think it's that strong to go all the way down to here. So I think at some point we'll have a pullback, and I think this level is an area that it can happen in. And if we go down to a low time frame, we see the details, right? This is that level I mentioned, all of this, and on this time frame you can actually see that actually it's all of this as well because of this wick. So when prices come down, this is the obvious level, but to attract sellers, the buyers need to attract sellers. So if prices were to come down here, there's a very strong chance that it will wick again, and probably wick longer than this, because these buyers who pushed all this up, they have their stops just below this wick, right, for safety. So to trigger them, I think when prices come down, we'll have a slight push past this level and then the push up. All of that is to come. First things first, though, we need these buyers to show that they are done. And to show that they are done, we need them to make another attempt upwards, ideally not reaching this level. Let me move this forward just a bit to sort of like map this out. I think when they push up again, and we're very likely to see something like this, where prices go up, come down again, and don't meet this level again, instead goes up and sort of like channels or fades out, where the sellers get even stronger than the buyers as the buyers get weaker. So if they make a high, it would just be beat the previous high, and we'll see something like that, right? So like a wedge, a squeeze taking place that goes on for some time. Now these sellers were to look at this, perfectly lined up, right? So if we're looking at this from a seller's point of view, to sell you need to attract buyers. So it wouldn't surprise me if the buyers push up past this line, maybe to these levels, sort of like to take out the stops, because stops will be round about here and just round about here. So we're looking at the 15600, where I think prices can come up to, but these buyers will be very hesitant on this run being these guys. Actually, no, sorry, not these guys, because it looks as though they are now ending their run, so it'll be the next leg, so it'll be this secondary leg to this first one. And the question is, will this, let me grab this, will this secondary leg be stronger or weaker than this first leg? Bearing in mind that sellers are here, and here, and because of this psychological 600 level, I think prices will reach there before, either as a secondary leg or potentially a third leg, right, before it comes down to challenge these levels again. Let's go to the hourly, back to the hourly. So I am anticipating something more akin to this over time. The higher this goes, the more buyers who are pushing all of this up, right, the more they'll be hesitant about this level. And when it pushes past this level, this line, they may look at it as, okay, we have the all clear, and jump in on it round about here, which will potentially push prices up even more, which will be what the sellers need in order to take it down, to take it all the way down. So that's what I see happening. This is why I say Germany is actually my favorite one for the time being, at least for this week, because there's buy opportunities and then small buy opportunities and then the big sell that will most likely be at least from here all the way down to here, potentially here as well. So lots of opportunities, small buy opportunities, and then big sell opportunities for the week. Other markets, I don't like. I think I want to see more data, because I do think this will coincide with Germany and go upwards first and then downwards. I just don't like them very much. Germany, because I'm seeing all of this as, okay, I'm seeing the levels in this and a safe place to jump in on it and have stops in place as a precaution, both from the buy side and the sell side, because you know where the sellers are with this on this time frame. It's so clear, right? It's so clear. That's where the sellers are. They made that first push down. So that's where they are for the big sell. This buy, because this was the last guy who pushed all of this up, and because we have the weekend that broke this move down, or broke this move, this one that came down, it halted here because of the weekend. I think when prices open, an easy on Monday, I think an easy thing will be to drop this down even ever so slightly, maybe to this level, to take out the bias, and then go up again. Alternatively, it stays just above these guys. Actually, I don't think the sellers are strong enough yet to take out these buyers. So when it does come down to this level, I think the buyers, these same buyers, are going to look at the prices and say, oh, perfect, prices have reached this level again, going to buy. And it will move continuously upwards, but with the buyers taking their gains early because of this big dog that's up here. So between here, as prices reach here, let me between here and here, troublesome, very. But once we go past, it could encourage people to jump in on the buy, which will be the trap that the sellers want. That's my thinking of this so far. I think it's rather exciting leading up to this week. It'll be fun to see how things shape out, and I'm definitely aiming to have a video to track this because this is exciting to me. Very, very interesting. I love it when data just clears itself up and shows direction. So I'll leave this there for now, but I'll have a video at some point during the week. There I go, yawning again. Alright, I'll leave this there for now. Bye for now.